look in the mirror, are you annoyed at those bags under your eyes? Well, you're not alone. But luckily, there is an expert in town who can help transform your eyes and make you feel and look your absolute best. Dr. Campbell Waldrop of the MedSpot IQ joins us now to explain. Dr. Waldrop, great to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Stephanie.
I will say, though, this is something that I feel like folks always complain about, is those droopy eyes and the eyelids. Do you see that?
I do. You know, I've been here in Fresno for 15 years and been at IQ, and it's been great. It's really allowed me to kind of focus the practice. But I really just do eyelids, and I see about 500 surgeries for eyelids a year, so I see a lot of those bags. And it's one of those things that it just bothers people, and it's such a great surgery. It's great for men, it's great for women. There are some situations where surgery isn't the best option, and we go over all those things, but I know today we're talking about surgery, and so it's just a super option for people, and it's just a lot of fun for people to go through and do the whole process.
Yes, especially because I know you can see it in the pictures in the video. It really is night and day, but while still looking like yourself. Yeah,
and that's one of the things I work very hard on, and there are very few people actually in the whole country who specialize just in eyelids, and again, one of the advantages of Fresno, it's given me that opportunity to do that. But going for that natural look, I think you need a lot of experience and a lot of practice, and I really believe eyelid surgery should be done by an eyelid specialist.
Yes, and that is you.
That's me.
And that is you, and that is a huge honor that we have that in our backyard, because as you mentioned, there's not too many of you.
No, nationally there are very few of us, and so it's really nice. But again, IQ's allowed me that opportunity, and the med spa has been great, and we've really kind of developed a nice team, and we like what we do, and we like taking care of the patients for that.
Well, you do a great job taking care of them. What can folks expect? What if they're on the fence, but now they want to dive in? What's the process like?
So there's upper eyelid surgery, and then there's the lower eyelid surgery. The upper eyelid surgery, it takes about half an hour. The lower eyelid surgery takes about an hour and a half, so it's a longer surgery. It takes more technical expertise. But both of them are really relatively painless. You are going to get some bruising after surgery, so you do know that, and everybody bruises differently. But fortunately, that area heals very well, and so it's that process of it. The under eye surgery is cosmetic. It's always cosmetic. The cost of doing the lowers is $4,700, and so that's the whole fee. That's my fee, the anesthesia fee, the operating room time. The upper eyelid surgery, sometimes insurance covers it, sometimes they don't. So those are other discussions, but that one, the uppers and the lowers together would be $6,500, and that would be the out the door price.
Who do you think is a good candidate for both?
So it really just depends on the person. It depends, and that's part of the consultation when you come in and we talk, because we look at what your natural anatomy is. There's some people who have bags at an early age, and it's really just genetics. It's their parents.
Right.
So depending on their build, and that's really the important part, is you and I sitting down and going over what I think you'd get out of the surgery and making sure you feel like that's what you want.
That's perfect. Okay, so the first step is to call you guys, make a consultation, sit with you, and you go through everything.
Yep, and those consultations are, you know, for the cosmetic stuff, it's a free consultation to just make sure that we're all talking the same language.
Oh, that's amazing. And then folks can expect a little bruising, as you mentioned.
Yes.
What else post-surgery?
Well, as I said, not a lot of pain. I like to tell people 2 black eyes for 2 weeks. So that's sometimes the biggest hassles in terms of figuring it into their lives and their schedule. But those are the main issues, really.
Right.
So it's really figuring out a time that's good for you. But as I said, pain isn't a big part of it. The stitches are very easy. It's a whole bunch of great stuff.
But why do you think it's worth it? What have you seen with your patients?
You know, people just love how much brighter their eyes look. And it's one of the ones where, as I said, and it's interesting to me, having been here a while, how much men and women both like it. There are certain things that men just won't be drawn to, but eyelid surgery is one of them. And I think it's because it's natural, and I think it just makes them not look as tired.
Yes, yes.
And that's really what I focus on.
It really does. And like we mentioned, you look like yourself, just the better version.
Yeah.
And there's so many other things you could do to your face these days, but this is something that's natural.
Yep.
You're such a professional. So remind folks once again the best way to reach out to you to get started.
So it'd probably be the waldropmd.com. The office number, I'm not sure what they have up on the screen.
We got the 317-6777.
Yeah. And then waldropmd.com, and we'd love to see people.
Oh, well, you're so good at it. And just remind folks where you're located at the IQ.
So we're at the IQ. We're at the MedSpot at IQ. It's the Fresno office, and it's off of Herndon between Cedar and Millbrook.
And it's a very beautiful space. You guys do a good job.
Yeah, we're very proud of it.
It's a very spa-like atmosphere. Your staff is great, and you're not going to find a more professional, experienced person than Dr. Waldrop, I'll tell you that. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.